Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're covering one of my favorite topics when it comes to photo editing and adding a specific look and style to your photos: grain. This tool has become very popular in the last few years with the trends of using film cameras more often. In trying to recreate film looks on photos shot with a digital camera, grain plays a big role, and we need to understand why. So let's dive right in. I personally love grain in my photos and videos for the sole reason that I think that a perfectly clean, polished image is not really realistic. Since the beginning of photography, most cameras always had the factor of grain, which was caused by the specific film and its sensitivity to light. While nowadays, the cameras we use are so brand new and advanced that grain is practically gone. Adding grain in post-production is very hard, especially because every different film stock has its own specific film grain imprinted, which makes it so special. Nothing a slide in a software can recreate, but we can get pretty close. For this example, I picked two photos. One was actually shot with my film camera and one was shot on my Sony camera. As you can see, the film photo has so much more character and look to it. We literally don't have to do anything to it. While the Sony photo is very, well, raw, we need to actually make it look good. Let's say we already have our own film preset or use one color look from Evoto, but we want to make sure the grain actually looks realistic. We want to scroll down on the color tab all the way to the end where you'll find grain. If you've picked any color looks, grain should already be included in the edit, but there are still a few things that we can do. If we compare it to the film photo, it's clearly a different texture, so we need to adjust a few things. I like to bring the size of the actual grain down while increasing the roughness. I feel like it just looks more realistic. Then adding a bit of color variation, and finally playing with the shadows and highlights. If we check the film photo, actually there is a lot more grain in the shadows compared to the highlights. So let's try and recreate that. Once you're done with it, your image should have a lot more feel and look and texture to it, which will eventually make it more realistic in my opinion. Definitely play around with this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.